Hey everybody, this is Joanne Marime, your career and confidence coach from Joanne Marime Coaching. I hope that you're having a fantastic day and good morning, good afternoon, good evening because we are all global. All right, so today I want to focus on still what we call your resume, right? In this series, we've been talking about how to make a kick-ass resume because that's one of the toughest things for people to do, but it's also what I love teaching about. And I want to debunk some of those things for you. So stay tuned to the very end because we are on step number two. We started with step number one, which was just gather all the keywords, right? So gathering all the keywords, you have your keywords. Now you're on to step two. Step two. So you might be seeing this face for the very first time and you're saying, hey, who is this girl? So this is Joanne Marime. I'm a career and confidence coach. I'm also a techie and a nerd, a software engineer. I work as a senior program manager at Microsoft, but my passion, my company, my everything is being poured into this project, which is helping ambitious career professionals, especially those people trying to get into tech, um, to land their dream jobs, to make more money, and to lead fulfilling lives. So I will link below in the video on how you can go ahead and work with me. You can join my Career Accelerator coaching program where I take only a few people. I do group coaching, but it's only for a few people because I don't work with everybody. I'm not relevant for everybody, but I'm relevant for a few. So if you think you could benefit from my group coaching program, go ahead and book a clarity call. I will put how the link to my Calendly below. I would love to hear from you. Let's see if I can help you. Now, if you want a more self-paced approach, I will also link my Career Accelerator coaching program course. It's online, it's ready to go. So if you would love to do more of a self-paced program and understand all the things that I teach in my career coaching program, then go ahead and again, I will link it below, and lots of freebies. So if you don't at this particular moment don't want to work yet, lots of freebies, and this video is full of actionable stuff that you can actually do. Go ahead and do it and let me know the results once you're done. When you land that dream job, I want to see you tag me and say, hey Joanne, I saw one of your videos and it helped me, or just tell me on social media. I'm on every single channel. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Threads, I'm on TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on WhatsApp. I'm everywhere. So if you would love to, I would love to see your comments. DM me. I love helping people. Now, on to the today's video, why I am here. So step number two is very simple. List tasks performed, identify what you have done in previous jobs that match the hard skills the job description demands. So step number one was us listing all of the hard skills. So you gathered all of them, you went to the job description, you listed all the hard skills, not the soft skills, hard skills, and then you sat down and then you were able to identify and highlight the ones that are relevant to you, right? The ones you have, okay? Now that you've done that, so now we are going to go ahead and do step number two, lists all tasks performed, and then we are going to identify what we have done in previous jobs that matches the hard skills that the job description demands. This is a hard exercise. I'm not going to lie to you. This is part where people are like, oh my gosh, but what if I'm transitioning from a totally different role to a new one? I will give you a story of a client of mine that was transitioning from the wine industry into tech, and he'd never been in tech. And this was he came to me and he was like, Joanne, I've been in sales in the wine industry for a long time. How do I make that relevant? Yeah, because I feel like I don't know anything about tech. Do I need to go back to school? Do I need to get more certifications? Listen, I have been debunking that and letting you know, stop. There is no more certifications. You don't need to put in any more certifications. That is what is called procrastination. I don't want people who listen to me to procrastinate. It's just a way of you delaying doing the actual work that you need to do to help you land the job, right? Um, Getting another certification is great, right? It's good. Trust me, I am an A student. I am a lover of reading. I'm reading constantly. I'm actually taking an exam in a couple of weeks, but I'm doing it not because I needed to land my job. For example, my PM jobs, I still don't have my PM license. In fact, I'm going to get my PM license now but I've been a PM for over 5 years. So that should let you know that you getting that additional accolade or certificate is not what's going to land you your job. It's actually the things I'm teaching you in my coaching class. You need to get a coach, figure out who can help you to transition. But in my coaching class, some of the things I'm telling you here is what I teach, right? In my Career Accelerator coaching program, I help people to stop being job shoppers and to turn them into people who are job seek, like stop being job seekers, sorry, to become job shoppers, right? I teach people how you're able to now make people sourcers and companies run after you, not the other way around, right? And I teach you how to not think about job security but think about career security. That is what we are doing, because job security is dead. There's nothing like you're gonna go in there and that's the job that you're gonna like stay in for 20 years. That, the people who used to do that are like my dad's age, right? My dad is 76, I am 38. So even like from the moment I was 22, I was laid off at 22 from my very first banking job. So yes, there is no job security. Job security is dead, but career security absolutely exists, and that's what I teach um, in my Career Accelerator coaching program. So now, in step number two, remember, it's not about what you do most often. It's about what is the most relevant to the job that you're applying for. So let's say you're applying for an event coordinator role, right? And in this event coordinator role, so you've done step one, you've gone to the job description, you've gotten all the hard skills that are listed, you've highlighted them, you've put them all on a piece of paper, and now you've highlighted the ones that are relevant to you and you've put them on a separate piece of paper. Fantastic. Now we are on to step two, where we are taking that and now listing the tasks that are relevant that we've had in our own experiences, right? We're not lying. This is stuff we've done before, that we've done, some of those tasks that we've done that align with those tasks that we have highlighted. Okay, so I have highlighted a few examples here for you. So some of the keywords for maybe a corporate event job or marketing job or is event planning, vendor negotiations, and logistic coordination. Those are the hard skills that they are looking for, that were listed in the job description. Then the tasks are simple. So you'll see I've said for event planning, I planned quarterly strategic team events or retreats, right? For vendor negotiation, I negotiated with the event vendors and was able to plan blah 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 for this number of events, right? Logistics coordination, I managed travel and logistics for all the top leadership team for over a year for whatever event. So I'm listing the tasks that I have done that align with logistics coordination. Yes, I've done it. What did I do when it comes to that? Vendor negotiation. What did I do when it comes to that? Event planning. I planned an event, even if it was one event. That's what I mean by focus on relevance as opposed to frequency, right? If you are a vendor or if whatever it is that you've done, just if you've done it once, then you've done it. That is relevant. We struggle a lot, especially if you're transitioning from, let's say you were in sales to tech, and you're thinking, well, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a software engineer, I don't know how to code, I don't know any of that stuff. No, that is, and you've listed all the hard skills that are needed. Then you're going to say, but Joanne, I only have probably the soft skills. But I'm telling you, when you start listing the tasks that you've done, even if you did it just once. So, for example, if you're going for a product manager role, and that product manager role requires you to have done something like project planning, creating a presentation for customers, for example. If you are in sales, you've done a lot of that already, right? Because every time, remember, one of the product manager roles is, yes, you're going to create a product, you're going to do a lot of coordination with engineers and with all the people that are relevant, various stakeholders, to ensure that a feature or a product actually goes to market. That's your entire job, right? So from planning, right, for all the way from identifying who the stakeholders are to actually planning the actual product, to ensuring the team is actually working, to doing sprints all the way, to refining all of that, to reporting, finally to getting it to market and actually presenting it You'll do a lot of demos, right? And presentations to different people, to those people who are actually demanding for that particular product. So, as a salesperson, what you do as well is a lot of presentations. So, that's relevant. You see what I'm saying? So, you do have the skills, maybe not in a product manager role, but you're having it. You have them. So, you just have to go back into all of the different tasks that you perform that are relevant towards that. Now, another rule of thumb that I want to remind you, most, in fact, this is a hard rule that I want you to have, not most, but this is what I've learned. Companies are probably only interested in the last two relevant experiences that you had. So for me, I work at Microsoft right now. I used to work at Amazon and I used to work at ExxonMobil. So if I'm going to be applying for another role outside of Microsoft, the most relevant experiences are going to be maybe my role at Microsoft and my role at Amazon. The other roles at ExxonMobil and so forth, because they were a little bit farther back, right? I'm not gonna focus much on them, because companies are only interested in the last two relevant roles that you had, and the most recent two that you've had. So if something is over 10 years old, don't bother listing and going into all the details. Just put it as a one liner of just acknowledging that you work there, but all the stories and everything you're going to come up with will have to really be more recent, so that makes more sense. I don't know whether you understand that, but that's the rule. Don't worry. So first of all, it helps you make your resume concise. I know there's people who have like 20, 30 years of experience. Fantastic. But right now, what we care about is your last two experiences. That's it. The rest of it, one liners, make it concise. That's what your resume is going to look like. So we've talked about step two. Step two. So you've listed all the tasks that are relevant to the hard skills that you identified as relevant to you from the job description. Okay. All right. So I will catch you on the next video where we'll talk about step three. But if you've done step one and step two, then you have to stay tuned for the next video. I hope that was super relevant to you guys. And as usual, I want to thank you for coming on here and just listening to this video. I know it's a lot, but hey, I am here creating amazing content every single week for you, because I know that when I was your age, or even when I was in Kenya, I really wished that somebody was teaching this stuff and nobody was there. So I'm the one changing that narrative, and I hope it helps you. All right, I'll see you on the next video. You are absolutely awesome. All right, bye.